Next question is, how many degrees do you have? Name them. What's up, you guys? Aditi, welcome back to our channel. We have hit 1,000 subscribers. Actually, we hit 1,000 subscribers like 2 weeks ago, and I wanted to make this video last Friday, but I was not feeling well. But here I am. So I asked on Instagram to ask me anything. So we are going to tackle questions that start from psychology career queries to philosophical questions to even answering what my degrees are. So if you are intrigued, then keep on watching. So if you don't mind, I'm going to keep looking here because this is where I've kept the iPad and these are all the questions. They don't seem that many, but they're like 15, I think. So yeah, let's begin. So if I did not answer any of your questions, then just know that I've already answered them and they will be in my first Q&A. So go and check that video out for scope in psychology and salary of a psychologist वगैरह वगैरह. I've already answered those questions and July से लेकर November तक कुछ change नहीं है. So just go and check that one. Now let's begin. So the third time I said that, didn't I? So the first question is like, how much time it takes to become a clinical psychologist. I've already made a video on what you can do after a psychology degree or after you get a psychology degree, something like that. I'll put it here. So you can go and check that one out. It will give you a lot more information than just this question. So, okay, so next question is that can we do psychology with commerce stream and what should I do after 12th? So I'll just answer the can we do psychology with commerce stream. To my knowledge, commerce stream does not have psychology major. Commerce is filled with accountancy, economics and business management. That's based on my knowledge. Even advertising to some extent. So psychology becomes a part of advertising and a few other things, but commerce stream doesn't have psychology as a major subject. So you can do BA in psychology or BSc in psychology. I've made a video on that. Also, I'm just gonna say that don't take my word for it. Okay, any university or college that you are going to apply for psychology, just inquire with them. Okay, check their syllabus of commerce, see if they have psychology there or not. To my knowledge, I know that Mumbai University doesn't have. There are so many universities in India and in the world, so पता नहीं which university is actually providing psychology major with commerce stream, you know. How am I supposed to know that? So according to my knowledge, it is not, but you should go and check universities and colleges website and just talk to them. Coming to your next part of the question, what I should do after 12th. So this is gonna sound harsh, okay, and brutal as well, but I don't know you. I don't know what personality you have. I don't know your likes and your dislikes. I don't know what interests you. But on the other hand, you have lived your life, your whole life with yourself. So you are the best person to answer this question actually. I'll just try to help you figure out what you should do or what you can do. So think about your interests, like what you actually like doing. Like for example, I know I hate maths. That's like, I just can't do maths. Although I've taken statistics, but still I can't do maths. Then think about your likes and your dislikes. Like I don't like cooking, so I won't go for hotel management, for example. I don't like maths, so I won't go for engineering, for example. I don't know if engineering has maths when you start working as an engineer, but I know for a fact that to become an engineer you need to do a lot of maths, so I'm not going to do that. And even after making these lists, if you cannot make up your mind, then this is something that I do. I kind of do like reverse engineering kind of. So I would make a list or think about all the careers, possible careers I can think of, which I won't choose. So I will not choose to do engineering, I will not choose to hotel management or like give UPSC, MPSC exams, become an IFS, IPS, IAS officers or work in police department or astronaut or basically anything that's relating to physics and chemistry. So I know what I will not do. Now this seems like a very ulta step, like ऐसे खाने की जगह हम लोग ऐसे खा रहे हैं, but when you do this step right, like it will give you a path, it will kind of give you an idea of what you would like to do. Like it will, this is what I always know the things that I don't want to do, but I never know the things I want to do. So once this list starts getting bigger and bigger of the things that I don't want to do, then what I want to do, that list becomes smaller and smaller. Try this out, maybe that will help you. It definitely helps me all the time. Next question, somebody has asked me for my nickname. So my name is so small, it's Aditi. There isn't much that you can do, but there are some people who call me Adi, Addy, Adi. So basically it spells the same, or you can spell it in different ways if you like, but the pronunciation kind of changes. So yeah. Weirdest compliment you have received? So the one that I can think of is last week, one of my student who is 12 years old, okay, he's in 7th standard, and he told me that he loves my class because he loves that I have a dry sense of humor. Mind you, he is 12 years old. A 12-year-old is complimenting a 28-year-old on sarcasm. Like, that's, I find that really weird, but it is definitely a compliment. Another compliment that he gave me, in the same class, he told me another thing, that he cannot believe that I'm doing psychology. Okay. And I asked him why. So he said that boring people do psychology. Like, that's what he believes. He's 12-year-old, so don't be mad at him. He believes that psychology is a subject that people who are boring would choose. Indirectly, he's calling me interesting. So, I'm happy. Another question is, what makes you happy? It's such a simple question, but if I have to answer this question in one word, I would choose dogs. Especially my neighbor Leo, I adore him. Like, if I have any construction noises around, I'm gonna be like, but if it's my neighbor and if he's barking, I'm like, please stop. I love him the most. Like, I feel that dogs do not deserve us. Like, we are lucky to have dogs in our life. Like, that's how I feel utmost love for them. Like, but I am somebody who enjoys small things in life, and I don't know if I've taught myself to be happy with small things or I'm just like this, I don't know, but I enjoy the small things in my life. So the chotuest things make me happy. Chotuest. So something like, I feel proud when I finish a book and I have to write a review about it. When you wake up after a good night's sleep, you feel so fresh. That makes me happy. Then getting my own sweet time to do my own things make me happy. Irritating my best friend makes me happy. Completing a drawing and it turns out to be so much better than what I envisioned it makes me happy. Just being in the presence of my favorite human makes me happy. Like, the smallest of things make me happy. But dogs make me happy the most. Next question is, what makes you keep going or working hard each day? So I can't believe that a doctor has asked me this question. Somebody who has to work super hard and keep going and toiling day in and day out is asking me this question. But there's just one word that explains what makes me keep going every day is motivation. Self-motivation or external motivation, but motivation basically. So there are different ways in which I get motivated. So first is that my best friend had told me this, that मेहनत केलेली कधीच वाया जात नाही. So when you take efforts, it never goes waste. Basically, that's what it means. So I always remind myself this quote whenever I don't feel like doing, unless my body is telling me like kuch mat karo, aaj thoda shanti se baitho. Other than that, I always remind this quote to myself. A second way of motivating myself is challenging myself to do things. So I'm really bad at statistics, so doing difficult sums challenges me, like, oh, I got this, oh, next I got this. So that makes me want to do more. So once I start doing, maybe first two sums I'll struggle, I just have to push through that, and then the third and fourth sum are so challenging and I can actually crack it, not like this, but I crack it, and then that makes me want to do more and more sums. So that's like another way of motivating myself. And a third way is these accomplishments. So like you achieve something and you want to achieve something. I want to see myself as somebody in this world, and that makes me want to work harder every single day. Not every single day, I shouldn't say that, because there are days when I don't do anything. Like yesterday I didn't do anything, but other than that I self-motivate. Yeah, that's what I do. Another question is your purpose in life. बहुत भारी भरकम क्वेश्चन पूछा है, but I don't consciously have a purpose. Like what I mean is that I don't consciously take actions, do a particular thing or don't do a particular thing because of a purpose in life. If you actually see me or my actions in my 20s, and it seems like I've had two purposes in life. Like one is find something like a career or a profession or something to do in life that gives me satisfaction. Is the word Atma Shanti correct? I think like peace of mind. And another is to gain as much knowledge as I can. So there are two ways to gain knowledge. One is consciously gaining knowledge, like you take degrees. I have 2 degrees is my third one. I learned to draw in 2019. Now I started learning to digitally draw. When I started YouTube, I learned how to do editing, how to post my video, how to make YouTube algorithm push my videos forward so you can see more of my videos. I can meet more people and they can join our WLB community. All of that stuff. Right now I'm also working on a project on the side, nothing to do with psychology though, but it's a project on the side. I don't want to disclose it right now. So I am taking online courses on Udemy to learn that. So that's like consciously taking efforts to seek knowledge. So second type of learning is learning by existence. Like existence teaches us a lot of things. It gives us practical lessons, which I would call wisdom. So to come back to your question, my purpose in life would be to walk. It's not happiness, it's not money, it's not love, it's not to serve, it's to walk on a path, on a journey. Next question is what attracted you to psychology? There's only one word, actually two: human mind. We have so many humans, so many people around us that we don't actually even stop to think or wonder that these humans are so distinct yet similar to each other. I mean, there are some people, I'm just going to say some because I don't know how many. There are some people who have had this one identical experience in their life. And this one experience, this one identical experience has affected them in different ways. These people have perceived this one identical experience in multiple ways. These people have taken decisions, different decisions, based on this one experience. This makes us so identical, yet it makes us so similar, so human. And this is just one example like, and I can give you over the top of my head, okay, but it makes me sit in awe. And one person becomes a freedom fighter whereas another person becomes Ted Bundy. I'm just, I don't know if that makes sense to you, but what I'm trying to get at is humans are fascinating. That's it. And there are people in this world who want to study planets, and they do, and they study microbes and whatnot, and all I want to do is pick on human brains, and psychology helps me do that. So that's what actually attracted me to psychology. Now let's answer some questions that are relating to my career and stuff, okay? So the first one is, will you do masters in psychology? Then yes, that's my plan. But I'm very unpredictable, so I don't know what I'll do in the next 3 years, but so far my plan is to do masters. Next is your psychology background and what you want to become. Actually, the thing is that I'm not a very big planner. Like, I'm a very organized person, but I'm not a long-term planner because I believe in man proposes, God disposes. So जितने मेरे सीमा में है उतना I'll plan, जितने मेरे हिसाब से I can plan, and I know that इसके हिसाब से जाएगा उतना I'll plan. Like, for now the plan is to become a psychology graduate, or I don't know how to call it, like BA in psychology उतना करना है, and masters करना है, but किस में करना है I don't know yet. How many degrees do you have? Name them. This is like the most asked question. So I have 2 degrees like I've always mentioned. So the first degree is BCom. I've done Bachelor's of Commerce, and the second degree is Law, LLB. So I'll put some pictures अगर विश्वास नहीं हो रहा है तो. But if anybody asks me now like what my profession is, it's such a hard question for me because I am a lawyer, like an advocate. I'm a psychology student, I'm a French tutor, and I'm a YouTuber as well. Career path and how did you end up doing psychology? So there are 2 reasons behind this, like they're intertwined into one. So the first is that I always wanted to do psychology, not like always, but I don't know why. When I was in FY BCom, like first year of BCom, I used to taunt my mom and pester my mom that I should do psychology, I should be doing psychology right now, I don't want to do BCom. But I was not stern enough, and due to which my family did not take me seriously, and I didn't actually push enough कि like नहीं मुझे नहीं करना है ये, मुझे यही करना है. And I guess that's the reason why I'm here. No regrets, because the path I have taken, I am completely happy with the path. Like, I'm happy I did law, I'm happy I did BCom. I got so much of knowledge because of that. But if you are somebody who are very sure that you want to do psychology or anything that you want to do, like it doesn't have to be psychology, then take my story as a very, very good example. Learn something from it and convince your parents like crazy कि नहीं मम्मी पापा मुझे यही करना है. And if they don't believe you, they don't feel that you would actually want to do it and it's not a good career, whatever it is, then if you think it would help, then tell them my story. जैसे मैं 17 साल की थी तब मुझे करना था, तब मैंने नहीं किया और मैंने शायद 10 साल के बाद में शायद वही कर रही हूँ जो मुझे करना था. So take my story and maybe tell them, maybe they'll get convinced. Who knows? So that was at the first time I thought that, and I felt like I wanted to do psychology, but I dropped the idea. I went ahead, I did law, and nobody forced me to do law. It was my decision. I wanted to be a lawyer, and I used to practice in court, and I felt like I used to sit like in the common area, like you sit outside the courtroom, and I used to like talk to my clients and kind of try to distract them. It's not like I've taken any training as such, but it's just I just did what I felt like I should do as a human, trying to help them feel less anxious. And I realized that I kind of liked doing this rather than standing and fighting in court for them. So that was like my turning point where I felt like मुझे ये नहीं करना है, मुझे यही करना है. So now I'm 28 and I can do it, so I am. So that's what I'm saying, that if you are like very stern and you want to do something in life, then convince your parents and tell them that मुझे यही करना है, because आगे चल के if you're not going to be happy what you're doing and मेरे जैसे आप you're going to just go back to your decision, then just tell them about my story, maybe they'll get convinced. I hope it works out for you. Next question is my question doesn't fit in the box, so I'm messaging you instead. This is something I have wanted to ask you since the beginning but didn't find the right time to do so. The question is, after embarking on this new journey, have you started looking at humans and what they do from a different perspective? Has it changed your behavior towards the actions of others? How has it changed you as a person? I feel like I'm still new. I'm a rookie in this field and I would love to answer this question again in a few years because I'm sure my answer will change. But for now, I feel like I have not changed or my behavior hasn't changed because of studying psychology as such. So as a kid, I used to always since I was a kid, I've enjoyed observing. So I used to enjoy observing the birds while I used to give them my chapati ke pieces to eat. As I've grown up, I've started enjoying to observe humans, people, and anybody around me. And I have learned because of this that observation makes you question things. So I would wonder, why would he do it? What made him do it? What was going on in his head when he did it? What did he have any conflict in his head while he was doing it? What would I do if I would be in his position, just to understand that person a little bit better? If I would have been in his position, would I change my decision, or would I still do the same thing? All of these questions basically. So, and it isn't about judging people, it's about understanding people. For me, like, I feel that we struggle to be understood and to understand other people, and it's about understanding people and not judging them. I don't know since when, but I know that it is a gradual climb from subconsciously doing this and finding answers to consciously observing someone and trying to understand them. So it's kind of like I've always done this. Not like, I'm saying always because I don't know when I started doing this, but like I said, I would love to answer this question in a few years because I'm sure that some aspects of my answer will change. But for now, I feel that psychology is validating my beliefs more than changing me or anything of that sort. I hope that answers your question. And that's it for today's video. I hope I've answered your question. If I haven't, then you should check out my first Q&A video. I've definitely answered your question there. I'll leave the link in the description box. And I've also started this FAQ story highlight on Instagram. I get a lot of questions in DMs and they are mostly repetitive. So instead of repeating the answer over and over again, I thought that I'll just start a FAQ story highlight. So you can check for my answers there as well. Other than that, if you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, guys. And comment down below what other videos you want me to do, and subscribe to this channel, join the community, hit the bell notification so you'll be notified every time I post a new video. I'll see you next Friday with another psychology video.